Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
You turn the time circuits on.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Time won't give me time. Gotta get back in time. Time after time.
This is where the past comes alive. Decades with Joe E. Kramer starts now.
All right, here we go. It's another Saturday night, another edition of Decades. Joe E. Kramer here, and again, we lost another one this week. The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, dead at the age of 76. But man, did she supply the music from the 1960s right up through when I was just a teenager in the 1980s. Like this one. From Who's Zoomin' Whom. And by the way, we're going to play a bunch of Aretha Franklin music tonight from that album, which was fantastic. All around the world at therivernepa.com. This is Decades and the Queen of Soul.
Will you be a vision in white? How'd you get your pants so tight? Don't know what you're doing, but you must be living right. Yeah! Oh, we got some places to see. I got all my maps with me. So jump in, it ain't no sin. Take a ride in my machine. City traffic's moving way too slow. Drop the pedal and go. Go, go. We going riding on the freeway. Oh, love wins against our plans. We going riding on the freeway. Oh, love in my pink Cadillac. We going riding on the freeway. Oh, love wins against our plans. Hey, we're riding on the freeway. Oh, love in my pink Cadillac. Wherever you mind the exercise, we've got lots of time. We can't quit till we get to the other side. Aha, aha, with the radio playing a song, we keep rolling along. Who knows how far a car can get before you think about some love slowing down, yeah. City traffic's moving way too slow. Drop the pedal and go. Go, come on now, go. We going riding on the freeway. Oh, love wins against our plans. We going riding on the freeway. Oh, love in my pink Cadillac. We going riding on the freeway. Oh, love wins against our plans. Yeah, we riding on the freeway. Oh, love in my pink Cadillac. Oh, yeah. Here we go. One more time. With the wind and your fingers in the hair. Kinda think we're going for an extended throwdown. So drop the top, baby. And let's cruise on into It's Better Than Ever Street. City traffic moving way too slow. Drop the pedal and go. Go, come on, baby. Go, do it for me now. We going riding on the freeway.
on air, online, and on your mobile device. Decades is everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Only child alone and wild, a cabinet maker's son. His hands were meant for different work, and his heart was known to none. He left his home and went his lone and solitary way, and he gave to me a gift I know I never can repay. Quiet man of music, denied a simpler fate. He tried to be a soldier once, but his music wouldn't wait. He earned his love through discipline, a thundering velvet hand. His gentle means of sculpting souls took me years to understand. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. Brothers' lives were different, for they heard another call. One went to Chicago and the other to St. Paul. And I'm in Colorado when I'm not in some hotel, living out this life I've chose and come to know so well. Thank you for the music and your stories of the road. I thank you for the freedom when it came my time to go. I thank you for the kindness and the times when you got tough. And Papa, I don't think I said I love you near enough. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old, but his blood runs through my instrument and his song is in my soul. My life has been a poor attempt to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band. I am a living legacy to the leader of the band.
It is Decades, the unforgettable voice and songwriting of the late Dan Fogelberg. That was 1981, the leader of the band on Decades.
Joey Kramer. Joey Kramer. Turn it up. This is Decades, where the past comes alive.
Oh, yes, Miss Jackson is back. First new song in 3 years. Since then, well, she's toured. She's given birth to her son, toured some more, and now teams up with Daddy Yankee. Got a brand new song on there called Made for Now. You can check it out on YouTube, of course. Everything's on YouTube, right? Escapade, 1989. This is Decades.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer and another lost track from the 80s.
Soon as I get my head round you, I come around catching sparks of you. Get an electric charge from you. A second-hand living, it just won't do.
Jesus and Mary Chain. They're very particular about that. All got started for them back in '83 from Scotland. Got back together in 2007, head on for 1989. Right here on Decades, it is Joe E. Kramer. Got a lot going on tonight. We are not going to be, I was talking last week, we were going to have Mark White from the Spin Doctors on. We're going to delay that. All right, so we're going to push the Mark White interview back we're going to push it back to Saturday, September 1st, Labor Day weekend. We will be talking to Mark White from the Spin Doctors. So, hey, 2 weeks later. Already got it set, but tonight, of course, Hairspray at 8. We're going to do a top 9 at 9 back in time, back to 1989. And Sam will be here, the final Singing with the Sam, for probably at least until November. So we got a special song planned, and she'll be hanging out here between 10 and 11. And, of course, we will sing one last time and then about a 3-month break as she heads out for her junior year of college, and we'll talk to her. She made me promise I would not make her cry on the air, so we got a good one now. After 10 o'clock, don't go. You don't want to miss that. Starting at 10 o'clock right here on Decades. Meanwhile, we got more music. We got the Escape Club. We got Arcadia. And since 49 years ago today, 3 days of peace and music, Woodstock was wrapping up. We got a song from 1969 for our 8-track classic flashback. That and more right here on Decades. Hang on.
Do not attempt to change the frequency.
Changing channels is not only foolhardy but also extremely dangerous.
We know. That's what everybody says.
So I don't believe you ought to try it.
Now, back to the music. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Hey, this is Kurt Steele from the Escape Club, and you're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer.
47 deadbeats living in a back street, north, east, west, south, all in the same house, sitting in a back room, waiting for the big boom. I'm in a bedroom waiting for my baby. She's so mean, I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we like best. Heading for the 90s, living in the wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. Amanda's in the back room, handing out value sheriffs on the airwaves, talking to the DJs. 47 heartbeats beating like a drum. Gotta live it up, live it up. Ronnie's got a new gun. She's so mean, I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we like best. Heading for the 90s, living in the wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. I put your flags in the air and march them up and down. You can live it up all over the town. And turn to the left, turn to the right. I don't care as long as she comes tonight. She's so mean, but I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we like best. Heading for the 90s, living in the wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. Oh, wild west. Come la musica disco dal vibre ma keep waiting for. This one's called the Outlaw. Wow, say about me, ride the rhythm like me riding a bike. Channel me, murder me, chatter when me chat on the mic. Jody artists to keep them rocking till a broad daylight. And here come this Escape Club to rock it tonight. Say, live it up, live it up. Live it up, live it up. But if you're out, you know, so the cool I'm on with a bubble not one like you. See me stumbling on my crease, for me walking like new. Let my rhythm off the bed, let my stay so cool. Say play, 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 but I miss the rock it all day. And I ain't gonna in the way, I always say watch how you stay.
Put your flags in the air and launch them up and down. You can live it up all over the town. And turn to the left, turn to the right. I don't care as long as she comes tonight. She's so mean, but I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat that we like best. Heading for the 90s, living in the wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. The wild, wild west. Wild west. Oh, wild west.
It's Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Northeast PA's the river.
As we roll on through 5 full hours of retro radio, Joe E. Kramer here. Duran took a break in 85. They had the Power Station, of course, as one band, and then Arcadia with Simon Le Bon, Nick Rose, and Roger Taylor. So Red the Rose was the album. Election Day was the song. Right here on Decades.
I've got to look to the day. Opening eyes and I'm barely on flicker. She moves, she darting away. City's a slave, he's eating his mistress. She's moody and gray, she's mean and she's restless. So restless. All over you, as they say. Rumors are rivals, yell at those rivals. Hi guys, by the way. Oh, you're away, you're being illegal. Making your savior behavior look evil. Maxing on big surprise, your smile make you. I'll pull my shot off and pray. Sacred and bound to suffer the heat wave. Pull my shot off and pray. We're coming up on re-election day. Stretching my love down the way. Your invitation, stretching my body. Use your intuitive to play. Maybe we have more playtime than money. Maxim on big surprise. She knows something new. I pull my shot off and pray. I'm saving myself to suffer the heat wave. Pull my shot off and pray. We're coming up on re-election day.
'By roads and backways, out of us trance, downwind. Cut up murmurs and sound, the calm hands on skin. Saving some time to slip away. Because time!
Shouldn't be asking wild and scheming. Could be my election day. Next time I'm big surprise, you know something new. I pull my shot off and pray.
Blaster. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Of retro radio right here. And you know, I went to see the Phillies about 2-3 weeks ago, and it had a rain delay, and this song came on, and it took me back to like the 80s watching it on TV, and they always played this. So Supertramp, It's Raining Again.
Oh, it's raining again. I know my love had again. I know it's raining again. You know it's hard to pretend. I know it's raining again. Too bad I'm losing a friend. I know it's raining again. Oh, will my heart ever mend? You're old enough, some people say, to read the signs and walk away. It's only time that heals the pain, that makes the sun come out again. It's raining again. I know my love's at an end. I know it's raining again. Too bad I'm losing a friend. Come on, you little fighter. No need to get uptight.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Joe E. Kramer.
Hi, my name's Samantha Fox, and you are listening to Decades with Joey Kramer. Ooh, touch me, Joey.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer gives you this week's 8-track classic flashback.
I'm going up the country, baby, don't you wanna go? I'm going up the country, baby, don't you wanna go? I'm going to some place where I've never been before. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. I'm going where the water tastes like wine. We can jump in the water, stay drunk all the time. I'm gonna leave the city, got to get away. I'm gonna leave the city, got to get away. All this fussing and fighting, man, you know I sure can't stay. Now baby, back you're leaving drunk, you know we've got to leave today. Just exactly where we're going I cannot say, but we might even leave the USA. Cause it's a brand new game I wanna play. No use of you running or screaming and crying, cause you've got a home as long as I've got mine.
It is the 8-track classic flashback this week and celebrating, the 49th anniversary of Woodstock, which ran from August 15th, 1969 until, it was supposed to only goes to the 17th, but like everything else at Woodstock, nothing turned out right. Ran into the 18th. That was Canned Heat, because I think when people think of Woodstock for some reason, they think of Jimi Hendrix playing the national anthem and Canned Heat, that song Going Up the Country, which seems to always come to mind. But what a time! And I was born 3 years later, and it's one thing I wish I was able to go to Woodstock. It's just incredible. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen the movie and the performances, and it was phenomenal to see that. 500,000 people. And I still want to get up to Bethel Woods to see that site. I wanted to get up this summer. The summer got away from me, and another year. But if you've never seen the documentary, got to see it. The Woodstock. It's actually what saved it from not being a complete bust. They only made money because of the movie they made. All right. Onward we go. Hairspray at 8 is coming up next. Don't you go anywhere. Winger, Kiss, Great White, Cinderella, and more. Don't you go anywhere right now. Hairspray at 8 is coming at you. On the river, 105 and 103.5. Around the world, therivernepa.com. Decades with JoeyKramer.com. And the Radio Bolt app for your iPhone or Android device. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and more. Hairspray at 8 is next. This is Decades on the river. 105 and 103.5.
You're listening to Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
It's 8 o'clock.
This is Ted Poley of Danger Danger.
This is Lorraine Lewis for the band Femme Fatale.
Hey, this is Kelly Kagi from Night Ranger.
And I am on Decades with Joey Kramer.
You're listening to Joe E. Kramer, Decades.
And you're rocking Decades with my buddy Joey Kramer.
This is where the past comes alive. Hairspray at 8 starts now.
All right, 8 o'clock on a Saturday night, and that means one thing and one thing only. And it's time for the original, the one, the only, Hairspray at 8. Let's do it. 1 full hour of the hair metal you loved. It was the sound of summer back in the 80s, no doubt about it. Let's get started. Winger, 1988. Tell you about this lady.
Such tender eyes, such a sweet believer. The story never lies. When I found you, girl, you were so far down. A black cat in disguise. How in the world could it come to this? Couldn't you see that you'd gone too far? Save
high was your hair? This is Hairspray at 8. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Tried to say I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break your heart, and find you waiting up by the light of day. There's a lot I want to tell you, but I don't know where to start, and I don't know what I'd do if you walked away. Ooh, baby, I tried to make it, I just got lost along the way. But every time I look at you, no matter what I'm going through, it's easy to see. And every time I hold you, the things I never told you seem to come easily. 'Cause you're everything to me. Wanted to let you get inside my heart. I wanted to believe this would soon be ending. I thought it wouldn't matter if it all just came apart, but now I realize I was just pretending. Ooh, baby, I know I hurt you, but you can still believe in me. 'Cause every time I look at you, no matter what I'm going through, it's easy to see. And every time I hold you, the things I never told you seem to come easily. Everything to me. It's gonna take a little time to show you just what you mean to me. Oh yeah. It seems the more I get to know you, the more I need to make you see everything I need. Yeah. Every time I hold you, the things I never told you seem to come easily. 'Cause you're everything to me.
This is Decades Hairspray at 8.
Everything to me.
The hottest band in the world, without a doubt. Even though I like to rag on them.
Everything to me.
Kiss, that was the 1992 album Revenge, which I consider probably one of their best albums, right next to Destroyer. Right here on Hairspray at 8. All right. Of course, if you haven't heard the news about Striper, Ross Fox had some medical issues. We'll talk about those coming up. And of course, you know, people have to be mean as always. So, all on the way, right? It's like Mark Kendall and Great White and Jack Russell's Great White. They just don't stop the bickering. Back and forth and back and forth. Desert Moon. This is Hairspray at
8. Let's shake this town, never come with me. I need a little loving company. Come on now, I know where we can go. This is the time to stay out all night. I got a fire like a heavenly light. Come on, baby, well, let's take a drive. Come on, baby, let's do it right. Time to dance in the magic light of the desert moon. Let's lay it down under a cactus tree. Give a little loving ecstasy. Come on now, it's time to go. Ooh, little baby, you're a beautiful sight. I got the love and we have the night. Come on, baby, it's time to fly. Come on, baby, let's do it right. Time to dance in the magic light of the desert. Come on, honey, let's get it right. Make romance in the magic light of the desert moon. Come on, baby, let's do it right. Time to dance in the magic light of the desert. Come on, honey, let's get it right. Make romance in the magic light of the desert moon.
Keeping it stiff. This is Hairspray at 8 with Joe E. Kramer.
When I was a young boy, they said you only get
Philadelphia Fan Band. They are one of my favorites from the 1980s. I mean, Night Songs was like the perfect bluesy metal album of its time when it came out in 1986. No doubt about it. All right, talking about Stryper. If you haven't heard, Oz Fox had an onstage collapse last weekend in Las Vegas. Now, he is going to be undergoing an operation. They found a tumor behind his ear, which they're not as worried about the tumor as they found on his brain. And they're going to see whether it's cancerous or not. He's going to be out of commission for about 3 months. There's a GoFundMe campaign. They've already raised about $56,000 from. We think they're rich, but these guys have been going at it for years and years and years. They're not millionaires by any means. The sad thing of the whole situation is that former bandmate Timothy Gaines comes out and basically lays into them about they're doing their tour in Australia as a three-piece. Oz wanted this way. Michael Roberts, Sweet, and Terry Richardson got his blessing. And, of course, Gaines is not happy. So, whatever, you know. Why does it always have to be like this? People keep their mouth closed and, you know, thing would be a lot easier. But anyway, back and forth they go, as usual. Can't let anything rest. But thinking about Oz Fox. Hope he makes a quick recovery and gets back out there with Stryper. We have more decades coming up. Hairspray at 8, of course. Sleaze Bees in there. The Dysfunctional Rat, another band that's all kind of dysfunction these days. What else are we going to do? Danger, and we'll try to get in the London Choir Boys as well. This is Hairspray at 8 on Decades. Don't forget, after 10 o'clock, Singing with the Sam. You don't want to miss it. Stay right here.
This is Hairspray at 8 with Joe E. Kramer. Turn it up.
Hi, this is Stephen Piercy, the Rat Bastard. You're listening to Joey Kramer on Decades.
You take the midnight subway train. You call another shots. You strip for lightning. You're in love. You take the evening one-on-one. You're only living to have fun. You want to use me, take me home tonight. I'll make you wish that you were mine. You're struck by lightning. You're in love. It's not worth fighting. You're in love. Well, turn around, remember me. I'm the one who's out and aimed to bleed. You're in love. You're making living love and hot. You spin me like a top.
The generation that put a hole in the ozone. Hairspray at 8 on Decades.
I don't think I could live without your love. Whatever I give you, I can't give you enough. Memories of you go day after day, make our love grow stronger when you're so far away. Like a midnight rider on an endless road, I'm a soul survivor carrying a heavy load. I don't want to live without you, I don't want to feel the pain, I don't want to live without you, nothing's gonna change it. Never want to live without you, don't think I can stand the pain. I don't want to live without you, I don't want to change it. Now I know you've been waiting for so long. I've been lost for words, so I'll give you this song. Living on a memory and a picture of you makes my heart skip a beat. It's the best I can do. Just a midnight rider on an endless road, I'm a soul survivor carrying a heavy load now. I don't want to live without you, I don't want to feel the pain, I don't want to live without you, nothing's gonna change it. Never want to live without you, don't think I can stand the pain. I don't want to live without you, I don't want to change it. It's just me and you and not a damn thing anyone else can do. Baby, baby, our love is true. Oh, don't you change it. Nothing's gonna change it. Whatever I give you, I can't give you enough. Living on memories and pictures of you makes my heart skip a beat. It's the best I can.
It is Hairspray at 8. Out of Amsterdam, Netherlands, that is Sleaze Bees on Decades. I Don't Want to Live Without You, Joey Kramer. Vane, of course, back. Rolling with the Punches was their album in 2017. They are on another tour and on another path to our brand new album, which will be coming out sometime in 2019. So check them out, DavyVane.com. Yes, indeed. From San Francisco. Who's watching you? Hairspray at 8.
She had some died in her eyes, full of mystery. Girl, everyone knew what she could do to me. I'm following you on your tracks, and maybe take you for a ride. Cool off your engines, this time you'll feel so fine. My secrets when you're bumping on my ground. Now who's watching you? Now who's watching you? Well, you better believe, girl, if nobody is up, I'm gonna be watching you. Who's watching you? Now who's watching you? Well, you better believe, girl, if nobody is up, I'm gonna be watching you. Watch out, baby. Less than one, more than a girl, some kind of nature child. And oh, everyone knew that she was running wild. I'm following you on your tracks, and maybe take you for a ride. Cool off your engines, I wanna put out fire. My secrets when you're bumping on my ground. Now who's watching you? Now who's watching you? Well, you better believe, girl, if nobody is up, I'm gonna be watching you. Who's loving you? Now who's loving you? Well, you better believe, girl, if nobody is up, I'm gonna be watching you. Watch out, baby. Shake, girl, shake. Now who's watching you? Who's touching you? You better believe, girl, if no one isn't, I'm gonna be loving you. Watching you. Now who's watching you? Now baby, who's watching you? Now who's watching you? Now who's loving you? Now who's loving you? Who's watching you? Now who's watching you? Loving you? Now who's loving you? Somebody who's watching you? Now who's watching you? Well, you better believe, girl, if nobody is up, I'm gonna be watching.
This is Hairspray at 8.
Northeast PA's The River.
That's right. What's on your mind? Just have a heart and lay it out on the line anytime, night or day. Just call me up and I'll be on my way. The clock strikes midnight. I don't know where you are.
It's Joey Kramer. They were once called just the London Choir Boys. Nowadays, they're just called the plain old Choir Boys, but back then, they were the London Choir Boys. Hey You, Hairspray at 8.
Janet was a shy girl, I give her my love, and everything she was dreaming of. She don't want me, that's alright. Ain't no reason, no time to fight. I caught you out, no word of a lie. See you walking with another guy. All you said, no done. Oh baby, you did me wrong. And all them lies, oh baby, you never compromised. Yeah. Hey you, what can I do? Can't you stand by your man like the other girls can? Hey you, what can I do? Can't you stand by your man like the other girls can? All the girls can.
Remember when music was this good? This is Hairspray at 8 on Decades.
Lying all alone in bed, crazy thoughts running through my head, thinking about you. Trying hard to let it go. My head says yes, but my heart says no. I wish I never had to choose. I've been walking down the same old road, trying hard to forget you, but I just can't let you go. I still think about you. Do you think about me? I still think about you. No matter where you go, just as sure as a cold wind blows, I still think about you. Do you think about me? Maybe I remember when you and me were best of friends. We crossed our hearts and swore it was forever. But I guess that loving me was just a temporary thing, and I wish to God that we were still together.
Lying all alone in bed, crazy thoughts running through my head, thinking about you. I still think about you. Do you think about me? I still think about you. No matter where you go, just as sure as a cold wind blows, I still think about you. Oh, I still think about you. Do you think about me? I still think about you. Yeah. No matter where you go, just as sure as the cold wind blows, I still think about you. Do you think about me?
Bang, bang, what's that sound? This is Ted Poley of Danger Danger, and you're rocking Decades with my buddy Joey Kramer.
All right, Ted Poley of Danger Danger. He's got a brand new album out, too. Got to get some of that solo stuff off of him. I still think about you. That's Danger Danger on Hairspray at 8 for another Saturday night. Don't forget, go to 9 o'clock, which is only about 15 minutes away. Another Top 9 at 9 back in time. We are going to go back 29 years. All the way back to 1989. Countdown to 9 biggest songs on your radio. That is coming up next. 10 o'clock, Sam will be here. It is Singing with the Sam, the Goodbye edition. And that'll be happening at 10 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. We're going to wrap things up next on Hairspray at 8. And then the Top 9 at 9 back in time right here. It is Decades on the River 105 and 103.5 around the world. The RiverNEPA.com. Decades with JoeyKramer.com, and download that Radio Bold app. Just Radio Bold. Free for your iPhone or Android device. And you can also get it on Apple CarPlay and, of course, Android Auto. So check it out. The Top 9 at 9 back in time. Coming up next right here. This is Decades.
It's 9 o'clock.
What's this? You know what this is?
This is the Top 9 at 9 back in time. Decades with Joe E. Kramer on The River.
Hey, it is the Top 9 at 9 back in time. Tonight we go back to August 18th, 1989. 29 years ago, the first 24 satellites at a global positioning system is placed in orbit. Nintendo begins selling the Game Boy in Japan. It's later on released in America. And the 486 series of microprocessor is introduced by Intel. Yes, that all happened in there you go, I lost my button there. In 1989, and Jody Watley, Eric B. and Rakim were at number 9 in Friends.
Have you ever been stabbed in the back by someone you thought was really cool? Did they steal your lover? Or was it money? Or was it lies they told? Strangers just disguised as your friends. Never again, 'cause now you know that friends will let you down. Friends won't be around when you need them most. While your friends are hard to find. Friends, yours and mine. I'm talking about your friends. Smiles they had behind, never know what's on their mind. Could be true deception. Jealousy and envy reign. Never want to see you get ahead. They just hold you back. Friends will let you down. Friends won't be around when you need them most. While your friends, friends are hard to find. Friends, yours and mine. I'm talking about your friends.
Friends are hard to find, so be careful. You can frighten the end to the mind and prepare you. That some ain't that bad, but one might backstab to get their fingertips on what one might have. Bite the hand that feeds you, leave the people who need you. For those that hold you back and mislead you. To be a leader, don't get led on or led in the wrong direction. downs, and I bet there'll be more potholes and obstacles in a path that's righteous. At times we need a hand to fight this way of life. Straighten up, take the thought and replace it. And don't you act two-faced it. Cause jealousy and envy, and you still act friendly, you get fried in the end when you pretend to be.
Friends will let you down. Friends won't be around when you need them most. Are your friends? Yeah, friends are hard to find. Friends, yours and mine. I'm talking about your friends.
What happened to the kisses and why, how are you? Forgot about the times when I rhymed when I begged you. Rings was the only little things that I gave you. Still ain't thankful, you're still complaining. Used to be a quiet storm, but now it's raining harder than ever. I'm thinking weather, and we should be friends, let it end. Is it better to forget or remember? The body's tender, the vibe that I send her makes her surrender. The feeling of capture, caught in a rapture. No woman can match you, so when I'm looking at you, paint a perfect picture so you can remember me. But you'll get fried in the end if you pretend to be.
Friends will let you down. Friends won't be around when you need them most. Where are your friends? Oh, friends are hard to find. Friends, yours and mine. I'm talking about your friends. Friends will let you down. Friends won't be around when you need them most. Where are your friends?
This is the Top 9 at 9 Back in Time. Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Standing by, but happily ever after fails, and we've been poisoned by these fairy tales. The lawyers dwell on small details since Daddy had to fly. Oh, but I know a place where we can go, still untouched by men. So watch the clouds roll back. Tall grass waves in the wind, and you can lay your head back on the ground, let your hair fall all around you, offer up your best defense. This is the end. This is the end of the innocence. Skies, now those skies are threatening. They're beating plowshares into swords for this tired old man that we elected king. Armchair warriors often fail, and we've been poisoned by these fairy tales. The lawyers clean up all details since Daddy had to lie. Wash away this sin. Sit and watch the clouds roll by, the tall grass waves in the wind. Just lay your head back past. Now we've come so far, so fast. But somewhere back there in the dust, that same small town in each of us. I need to remember this. So baby, give me just one kiss. Let me take a long last look before we say goodbye. Just lay your head back on the ground. Let your hair fall all around me. Offer up your best defense. This is the end. This is the end of the innocence.
August 18th, 1989, 29 years ago. And at number 8 was Don Henley, The End of the Innocence, on the top 9 at 9, Back in Time. 1989, the year scientists pronounced that it was the warmest on record, possibly a sign of the greenhouse effect. They didn't know what was coming in 2018. They had no idea. Florida and Virginia allow the use of DNA genetic fingerprinting evidence as admissible evidence in court, which changed everything. And the first release of Microsoft Office, which was a bundle of the Office applications such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, dependent on the version you purchased, would depend on which applications were included. I still use Microsoft Works. Does that surprise anybody? And yes, it does work, because that's always the thing. At number 7 was Skid Row, 18 in Life.
Ricky was a young boy. He had a heart of stone. Lived not to find and he worked his fingers to the bone. Just barely out of school. Came from the edge of town. Walked like a switchblade so no one could take him down.
This is the Top 9 at 9 Back in Time. Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Happiness is when I think of you and when we get together and rendezvous. I'll be on time, you'll be the one, and we'll be lock the door or you'll be all mine.
Karen White and Secret Rendezvous. 29 years ago, 1989, August 18th, 1989. The top 9 songs on your radio. Do you remember them? Do you remember the toys of 1989? Here were the biggest toys that were going on then. You could get a Sony CD player for $189. Sega Genesis for $190. The Play-Doh Whopper kit was very popular that year for $14. Also, the electronic handheld game Jordan vs. Bird, 1886, and monster trucks were all the rage. You get those for about $224.85. And when Ghostbusters 2 came out, you had the Ghostbusters toy set for $21.89. All happened in 1989. And of course, TV. Monday Night Football, Empty Nest, The Wonder Years, 60 Minutes, The Golden Girls, America's Funniest Home Videos, Cheers, Roseanne, The Cosby Show, and this show. ran for a long time. It ran for 8 seasons. From September 15, 1986 until May 19, 1994. Of course, we're talking about L.A. Law. 172 episodes, 15 Emmy Awards, and 4 for Outstanding Drama Series. And the theme song by Mike Post, who was the king of the theme song. The A-Team, Blossom, Chips, Doogie Howser, Greatest American Hero, Magnum P.I., trying to think what else he did. Wise Guy, Law and Order, of course. He did them all of them. So they go, Staying Elsewhere. I haven't seen that show in forever. And that ran until the, like I said, until like the mid-90s, mid-1994, I believe it was. L.A. Law right here on the Top 99 Back in Time. We have the 5 biggest songs in the land 29 years ago. August 18th, 1989, and we will find out the top 5 coming up next right here, Decades. On the River, 105 and 103.5. Hang on.
Back in Time with this week's Top 9 at 9. Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They called the Ghostbusters and the end control. Had a throwing party for a bunch of children. Well, all the while the slime was under the building. So they packed up a group, got a grip, came equipped, grabbed their proton packs on the back, and they split. Found out about Vigo, the master of evil. Try to battle my boys? That's not legal. Yeah, I think this is gonna be another one of those funk ones. Hot soul, dance. If I was you and you were me, you wanna be winning. If they want something better, you gotta wanna keep your all. 'Cause I believe so much in we, and no, we're not kidding. If you feel the same as me, you gotta wanna take the ball. Gotta find out that nothing is given. Don't know where the cards may fall. All I know is that we've gotta get it. We've gotta make it on our own. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. If it's up to us, we've got to take it home. Now can't you see that all we need to be a go-getter? Gotta make your own decision. You gotta go for what you know. It comes a time in our lives you wanna be bigger. You gotta keep on pushing. You gotta learn to take control, yeah. Now I found out that nothing's given. Don't know where the cards may fall. All I know is that we've gotta get it. We've gotta make it on our own. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. If it's up to us, we've got to take it home. Gotta take it home. Gotta take it home. Hot soul, dance. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They called the Ghostbusters and the end control. Had a throwing party for a bunch of children. Well, all the while the slime was under the building. So they packed up a group, got a grip, came equipped, grabbed their proton packs on the back, and they split. Found out about Vigo, the master of evil. Try to battle my boys? That's not legal. They're in control. You know it. I said they're in control. You know it. You know it. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. We got. If it's up to us, we've got to take it home. Have to go to home. There's a Ghostbusters in control. Well, I guess we're gonna
Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack, which I don't think anybody really understood the movie. Didn't do as well at the box office as the predecessor, but it was a sequel. So I guess that's it. How about this? In 1989, after buying a painting for just $4, the new owner discovered a first print, get ready for this, of the Declaration of Independence hidden in the frame. He sold it for $2.4 million. That is what you call getting lucky. The Energizer Bunny was introduced to the public, replacing gymnast Mary Lou Retton as the energetic spokesman, and Gloria Estefan doing it solo. Of course, her husband was still there, Emilio Estefan, but no Miami Sound Machine, and she was at number 4 with Don't Want to Lose You on a Top Night at 9 Back in Time. Let's try this again.
Sometimes it's hard to make things clear, know when to face the truth, and I know that the moment is here. I'll open my heart and show you inside. My love has no pride, I feel with you. I've got nothing to hide. So open your eyes and see who I am, and not who you want for me to be. I am only myself, myself. I don't wanna lose you now. We're gonna get through somehow. Don't wanna lose you now. Forever. Baby, I finally found courage to stand my ground. But if you want me, I'll be around forever. We all make mistakes. We all lose our way. But we stood the test of time, and I hope that's the way to stay. It's all up to you to tell me to go, 'cause it won't be me to walk away when you're all that I know. And I know that I don't wanna lose you now. We're gonna get through somehow. But don't wanna lose you now. Forever, never. But baby, I finally found the courage to stand my ground. But if you want me, I'll be around forever, forever, yeah, yeah. Don't wanna lose you now. Gonna get through somehow. Don't wanna lose you now. Don't wanna lose you. Don't wanna lose you.
This is the Top 9 at 9 Back in Time.
The biggest hits, the river.
take long. We're gonna put you in a trance with our funky song. 'Cause you gotta be hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. Are you tough enough? Hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. We're up. Everybody's always talking about who's on top. Don't cross our path, 'cause you're gonna get stopped. We ain't gonna give anybody any slack. And if you try to keep us down, we're gonna come right back. And you know we're hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. Are you tough enough? Hanging tough. Hanging tough. Hanging tough. We're up. Get loose, everybody, 'cause we're gonna do our thing. 'Cause you know it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Now check it out. Everybody's hanging tough. Just hanging tough. Hanging tough.
It is the top 99 back in time, August 18th, 1989. 29 years ago, New Kids on the Block, Hanging Tough, was at number 3.
It's the Top 9 at 9 with Joe E. Kramer on Decades.
Oh, the big sex symbols of the 1980s. Christine Applegate, Jennifer Beals, Candice Bergman, and Naomi Campbell. And, of course, the one and only Paula Abdul, who's out on tour right now. She was at number 2 with Cold Hearted.
He's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes. Uh-oh, he's been telling lies. He's a lover boy at play. He don't play by rules. Girl, don't play the fool now. You're the one giving up the love anytime he needs it. But you turn your back and then he's off and running with the crowd. You're the one to sacrifice anything to please him. Do you really think he thinks about you when he's out? He's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes. Uh-oh, he's been telling lies. He's a lover boy at and working on the love, and he's been only playing on the cover all the while. Take another look into his eyes, and you will only see a reptile. You could find somebody better, girl. He could only make you cry. You deserve somebody better, girl. Gotta tell ya, he's good cold as ice. Stay away from him, girl. Cold heart. Cold heart. Snake. Cold heart. Cold heart. Snake. He's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes. Uh-oh. He's been telling lies. He's a lover boy at play. He don't play by rules. Girl, don't play the fool. Look into his eyes. He's been telling lies. He don't play by rules. Girl, don't play the fool. He's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes.
It is the Top 99 Back in Time, August 18th, 1989. 29 years ago, Paula Abdul, Cold Hearted, was at number 2.
This is the Top 9 at 9 Back in Time. Decades with Joey.
There you go. Top 9 at 9 Back in Time. And just heard song number 2, which was Cold Hearted by Paula Abdul. Which brings us to the number 1 song. But before we do that, 1989 World Series champions Oakland Athletics. They beat San Francisco. Remember that game because there was the famous earthquake. 49ers won the Super Bowl. Detroit won the NBA title. Stanley Cup, Calgary Flames. And what else? What do we need here? We don't want to care about... Oh, actually, Wimbledon, Boris Becker and Steffi Graf. 2 very well-known tennis players. Miami won the national championship in football. And Michigan won the NCAA basketball national championship. Which brings us up to the number 1 song. If you remember the first 9 we did, Friends by Jody Watley, Eric B. and Rakim, followed by The End of the Innocents, Don Henley, 18 in Life, Skid Row, Secret Rendezvous, Karen White, On Our Own by Bobby Brown, Don't Want to Lose You, Gloria Estefan, Hanging Tough by the New Kids, Cold Hearted by Paula Abdul, which brings us up to the number 1 song this very week, back in 1989. He had a couple big hits before this, but this was his first big ballad he put out there that went all the way to number 1. Richard Marx, Right Here Waiting. The number 1 song 29 years ago.
Oceans apart, day after day, and I slowly go insane. I hear your voice on the line, but it doesn't stop the pain. If I see you next to never, then how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. I took for granted all the times that I thought would last somehow. I hear the laughter, I taste the tears, but I can't get near you now. Oh, can't you see it, baby? You've got me going crazy. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you.
It is the top 9 at 9, back in time on Decades. I made a mistake. This was not his first number one, by the way. It was his third consecutive number one. Hold On to the Nights, Satisfied, and Right Here Waiting. 3 consecutive number ones for Richard Marx. He had, I believe, 7 in a row that went top 10, and a few that went to number one. Truly amazing. And not only that, he's a great songwriter, too. He first came on the scene in '84, wrote a top 20 hit for Kenny Rogers, Kim Carnes, and James Ingram called What About Me? He wrote Crazy by Kenny Rogers, a number one country song. The Best of Me by Olivia Newton-John and David Foster. Vixen, Edge of a Broken Heart, and even later on, NSYNC, This I Promise You. Number one song this very week, 29 years ago, Richard Marx and Right Here Waiting. It's Joey Kramer, and don't go anywhere because coming up, the Sam will be here, and that means we will have a Singing with the Sam, a special Singing with the Sam, and she'll be going away to college for her junior year, and we won't have her on for a couple months, so she'll be in next. We'll have trivia and a whole lot more. This is Decades, every Saturday night on the River 105 and 103.5 around the world at theriver80pa.com, decadeswithjoekramer.com, and a Radio Bold app for your iPhone or Android device. Don't forget Apple CarPlay, which is fantastic, and Android Auto, too. More Decades coming up. Hang on.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
It's 10 o'clock.
Hi there, this is Howard Jones.
Hey, this is Coons from John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
This is Nick Richards from Boys Don't Cry.
I wanna be a cowboy, and you can be my cowgirl.
And you're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer.
You're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer.
I've been listening to Joey Kramer's Decades Show, which is the business.
This is where the past comes alive. Decades with Joe E. Kramer starts now.
Oh, well, it is finally coming to an end for several months.
Hi, sir. If you make me cry tonight, I'm going to be very upset with you.
I'm not making you cry. I'm just saying.
You're going to make me cry tonight, and I'm very upset.
It's the last Singing with the Sam for a while.
Dad, I cried during rehearsal. I don't think we should.
Singing with the Sam coming up as we salute the late Aretha Franklin tonight. Number one, I Knew You Were Waiting for Me.
Warrior that fights and wins the battle. I know the taste of victory. Though I went through some nights consumed by the shadows, I was crippled emotionally. Somehow I made it through the heartache. Yes, I did. I escaped. I found my way out of the darkness. I kept my faith. I know I did. Kept my faith. When the river was deep, I didn't falter. When the mountain was high, I still believed. When the valley was low, it didn't stop me. No, no. I knew you were waiting. I knew you were waiting for me. With an endless desire, I
on air, online, and on your mobile device. Decades is everywhere. 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 Everywhere.
Late at night when all the world is sleeping, I stay up and think of you. And I wish on a star that somewhere you are thinking of me too. 'Cause I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and me. Wonder if you ever see me, and I wonder if you know I'm there. If you looked in my eyes, would you see what's inside? Would you even care? I just wanna hold you close, but so far all I have are dreams of you. So I wait for the day to have courage to say how much I love you. Yes, I do. I'll be dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and me. Corazón, I can't stop dreaming of you. No puedo dejar de pensar en ti. Can't stop dreaming. Cómo te necesito. I can't stop dreaming of you. Mi amor, cómo te extraño. Late at night when all the world is sleeping, I stay up and think of you. And I still can't believe that you came up to me and said, I love you. I love you too. Now I'm dreaming with you tonight till tomorrow, and for all of my life. And there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming with you endlessly. With you tonight, holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room. I'll be dreaming of you tonight endlessly, and I'll be holding you tight, dreaming with you
It is Decades. Right near the River 105 and 103.5. It's Joey Kramer, Selena. You got your cough in, I see?
Yeah, I really liked this song.
I figured you did.
Yeah, I know.
Dreaming of you on this special night.
You're gonna make me cry before we even start
Why am I
the
going to
song.
make it? You're not going away to Zimbabwe.
I might as well. 4 hours?
You're going across the state.
I'm tangled. I'm all tangled. For one last time, I'm all... I don't know
So you
what
decide to do that now.
I don't know what I did. It's fine.
Why don't you wait till we're done?
Look at me, I'm all tangled.
And you decide to do that now as we're going
I
on
didn't
the air.
decide
Then you're
to
going to
be
decide to
tangled.
untangle. Let it go until we're done.
No, I think I got this.
You're not going to be able to untangle it like that.
All right, continue. It was a nice moment, Selena, making me cry.
Aren't you going to look at me the whole time?
No, I can't look at you at the moment.
I'm going to unplug your headphones in 2 seconds.
I can't look at you at the moment.
We got Singing with the Phantom coming up in just a few minutes. So you don't want to miss that, but next song...
I got it!
Oh, here we go.
All right, I got it. Everything's good.
38 years ago, this very week, this movie came out. So I figured, why not? Olivia Newton-John, Xanadu, Singing with the Sam coming up right here on Decades.
Where nobody dared to go, the love that we came to know, they call it Xanadu. And now, open your eyes and see what we have made is real. We are in Xanadu.
Joey Kramer. Turn it up. This is Decades, where the past comes alive.
But then my chance to get to heaven slam. I used to worry
you know that you can go much faster. Another paper's talk can be so cheap. Hey, I've got this voodoo child ingrained on me. I'm gonna use my power to ascend. You know I've got these blinding gifts to use, such that there's no way I lose. I was born to rock and built to last. You never see my feet 'cause I move so fast. Dancing, hey, nothing left for me to do but dance. All these bad times I'm going through, just dance. Hey, got candy in my ears tonight, baby. Hey, I've got to dance out all the nasty things that people say. Dance out, but I'm gonna make it anyway. Dance out, got candy in my ears tonight, baby. You know this boogie is my real God. So much candy in my ears, yeah. Gonna dance my blues away tonight. You know I'm gonna dance my blues away. You know this boogie is my real God. So much candy in my ears, yeah. Gonna dance my blues away tonight. Dance, come on, got candy in my ears tonight. Yeah, candy in my ears tonight. Candy in my ears tonight. Hey, got so much. Hey, DJ, let the music dance. Party life. I wanna let this party life. Come and get us away. Let the music dance. Party life. I wanna live this life. I wanna live this life. Party life. I wanna live this life. Party life away. I wanna live this party life. Hey, my ears to dance. You know that this boogie is my ears. Got so much candy in my ears. Gonna dance my blues away tonight.
It is decades right here. This is the River 105 and 103.5 around the world. The RiverNEPA.com, decades of JoeyKramer.com, 1999. That is from the movie Center Stage. Canned Heat.
Fantastic.
Jamiroquai on Decades. Do you realize when I started doing this show 10 years ago, you were only 10 years old?
Crazy stuff, math, you know?
You were so little.
Dad, if we are going to get through an entire song, you can't
You
start
were
with
so
with
little, and you were just 10
the
years
tears
old.
now.
And now, look at all the time that's gone by.
Dad, if you make me cry
Now
on
you're-
air,
now you're-
you made me cry all week.
Now you're 20,
Very old.
and
And what?
childhood's over.
Childhood's over.
Now it's time for Singing with the Sam. She got fired from her day job at the donut joint. Now here's Joe E. Kramer and the Sam.
One last time. Should I delete that after you leave tonight?
No, you can't delete it. You're going to have to make a new one. It's like
Why
the new
would I make a new one?
Because the new and improved Sam, when I come
No,
back, it's
there's
going to
no-
make like a holiday one.
Well, think about it this way. The next
You have
time,
to have AB make one that's a Christmas version.
the next time we'll do this will be probably around September, October, no, 3 months from now.
We used to just singing with the Sam and like jingle bells in the background. Ding, 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 ding. Singing with the Sam.
Great. I'll send that away.
I'll let you think about that for a couple months.
I'll let AB Love know about that.
Yeah, tell him. I'll text him and
Or
I'll
no,
tell
he's not
him.
AB Love. What is he now?
Isn't he like
New York Dylan?
Dylan. Dylan.
Anyway,
I hope he hears that.
Singing with the Sam tonight, and this is, a bittersweet Singing with the Sam, because after how many episodes of Singing with the Sam over the last couple years, this is the last one for a while because you decided to leave everybody.
Because I decided to leave everybody. I'm so sorry. I stayed for as long as I possibly could. You know that.
So tonight we're gonna do a slower song. We thought about it all week what we could do, and we decided to do "Heaven" by Warrants.
We'll see
Good
if
choice.
we'll see if we destroy this one.
No, I will not destroy this one. This is actually a very easy song to do. So here we go, Singing with the Sam. The last one look at it this way, for 12 weeks.
Get ready.
12 Saturdays from now, if when you come home you decide to come up here or you go out with your friends and ignore your father.
Oh my gosh, how
I'm
could you
just
even
saying,
say that?
I mean,
How could you even say that?
And if you don't have time, then it'll be 4 months.
No, I'm definitely coming up here.
Well, we'll see.
I'll be here.
Or if you call and
My
say,
chair.
sorry, Dad, not coming home for Thanksgiving as I'm going skiing with my friends.
I thought you were going to say my new boyfriend, and then, you don't believe that.
That's
so.
ridiculous. That's
That's
ridiculous.
just ridiculous.
All right, here we go. Singing with the Sam this week. Heaven by Warren. So let's give this a whirl, shall we?
Let's.
Gotta turn it up first.
Wait, I got to cough one last
Give
time.
you a good old cough. You good?
Yeah, it's my ritual.
Everything's set now? All
I have
right.
a ritual.
So here we go, Singing with the Sam in our rendition of Heaven. I've got a picture of your house, and you're standing by the door. It's black and white and faded, and it's looking pretty worn.
See the factory that I worked, silhouetted in the back. Memories are great, but man, they're really coming back.
I don't need to be the king of the world, as long as I'm the hero of this little girl. Heaven isn't too far away, closer to it every day. And no matter what your friends might say,
How I love the way you move and the sparkle in your eyes. There's a color deep inside, like a blue suburban sky.
when I come home late at night and you're in bed asleep, now I wrap my arms around you so I can feel you breathe.
I don't need to be a Superman, as long as you will always be my biggest fan.
Heaven isn't too far away, closer to it every day. And no matter what your friends might say, we'll find a way. Oh yeah! Not bad so far.
Not bad. No tears yet.
Now the lights are going out along the boulevard. Memories come rushing back and it makes it pretty hard.
I've got nowhere left to go.
And
And no one really cares. I don't know what to do, but I'm never giving up on you.
Heaven isn't too far away, closer to it every day. No matter what your friends say, I know we're gonna find a way. Oh, oh, oh,
Heaven.
oh. I'm gonna pee my pants.
Heaven
Is that too far
away.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
yeah.
I think we did pretty good.
And that is it.
Don't say it like that.
And that is all. That is the end.
Don't say it like
It's
that.
like we're going on hiatus for 12 weeks.
I'm going on tour.
You haven't been renewed yet for another season.
Yeah, right? You're canceling me.
So we're going to decide.
I'm being canceled.
Decide whether you're going to come back for another season. All right, that's it. Goodbye.
Bye.
We got more decades coming up. We're going to do trivia, of course, and new music and a surprise song, too.
A surprise song?
A surprise song.
Oh,
So stay right
fantastic.
here. More decades coming up.
The radio's all yours now.
Let's have some more music. Turn it up louder.
Now, here's a very popular number.
This is a guaranteed gold record.
Oh, Maestro, don't forget your cue now.
Now, back to the music. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Looking out a dirty old window, down below the cars in the city go rushing by. I sit here alone and I wonder why. Friday night and everyone's moving. I can feel the heat, but it's soothing, heading down. I search for the beat in this steady town. Downtown Leon was I going. Downtown Leon was I going. With the kids in America. With the kids in America. Everybody live for the music around. Bright lights and music gets faster. Look, boy, don't check on your watch, not another glance. I'm not leaving now, honey, not a chance. Hot shot, give me no promise. Much later, baby, you'll be saying never mind. You know life is cruel, life is never kind. Time to make a new story. Time has no gravity glory. With the kids in America. With the kids in America. Everybody lives for the music around. Come closer, honey, that's better. Got to get a brand new experience, feeling right. Oh, don't try to stop, baby, hold me tight. Outside a new day is born. Outside suburbia is sprawling everywhere. I don't want to go, baby. New York to East California. There's a new wave coming, I warn ya. With the kids in America. With the kids in America. Everybody lives for the music around.
Crack open a new Coke and slip on those leg warmers. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Hold on, hey, tomorrow people, where is your best? Tomorrow people, how long will you last? Tomorrow people, where is your best? Tomorrow people, how long will you last? Today you say, hey, yeah. Today
Joey Kramer. That is Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers tomorrow. People, did you know that?
Do I know what?
Do you know that song?
I've heard you play it before.
Do you recognize the voice?
Should I?
I don't know. Should you?
Oh my God, is it Arthur?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love Arthur. And you're walking down the street, and somebody that you meet has an original point of view. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
I said, hey, hey, what a wonderful time of day. Hey,
learn
to work and play. Hey,
get along with each other.
Hey,
you got to listen to the heart, listen to your heart, listen to the rhythm, the rhythm of the street.
I'm glad you enjoyed.
I love them.
I knew you would.
Hey, it's my teacher. And it comes from the heart.
So that was the little surprise that I was going to show you.
I love this song. It's fantastic.
That was the surprise of Ziggy Marley and Melody Makers did Tomorrow People, and they did that song.
That was a great surprise.
It was not in any of their albums, I don't think, but it was. They did do it for PBS.
I absolutely love Arthur. I can't believe that was you just dropped.
I almost
all
dropped
the
all my
cards.
stuff. I got to put my glasses on though for this. Ready?
Oh, great. We're
Okay, here
see
we
how
go.
dumb I am this
Really
week.
quick, we're gonna do one or two trivia questions here. All right, number one. Let's see what we got here.
All right.
On Cheers, this character appears as a contestant on Jeopardy.
Woody.
No.
What? No. It's the mail carrier. What's his name?
Cliff?
Yeah, Cliff Clavin. I'm right, aren't I?
Yeah, you're right. It's
yeah,
Cliff.
I'm right because then he stalked the host.
Okay, on this, I can't see a thing. This is crazy.
What do you mean you can't? I have my glasses too.
On
Do you
Full,
need them?
all right, on Full House, the character plays Spin the Bottle on her 13th birthday.
Well, it's either Stephanie or...
You can't guess two. You have to say one or the other.
Two. Why can't I... The DJ.
Right, it was DJ.
I knew I was right.
Okay, here we go. In the newly released movie Groundhog Day, Mr. Lancaster runs a bed and breakfast on Cherry Street in this Pennsylvania town.
Punxsutawney. Am I right?
No, the answer is John Lithgow. Oh, no, you're right.
You're reading the wrong thing.
I was reading the wrong thing. You didn't watch The Real World. How about the Golden Girls? Do you know that?
No, I barely watched
Anything about the Golden Girls?
No, I know that there's a character named Blanche.
Oh, here you go. This one you might know. On this TV show, a character portrayed by Melissa Joan Hart takes part in the recreation of the Salem witch trials.
Of the Salem witch
Salem
trials?
witch trials, yes.
Can you re-ask the question?
In this show, Melissa Joan Hart does a reboot, basically, of the Salem witch trials.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh, my God. It took that long for you to figure that out.
I was trying to sing.
Here's another song you know, because I did a lot for you tonight. Do you remember what movie this is from?
With myself.
No.
That's what it sounds like.
Sig-Sig Sputnik. Love Missile F-111.
Breakfast Club.
Just listen.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
When people keep repeating that you'll never fall in love, when everybody keeps retreating, but you can't seem to get enough. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart. My love open the door. When everything feels all over, everybody seems unkind. I'll give you a 4-leaf clover. Take all worry out of your mind. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart. To your heart. The only key to your heart. I can stop you falling apart. Try today, you'll finally swear. Come on and give me a chance to say, my love, open the door. It's all I'm living for. Release yourself from misery. There's only one thing gonna set you free. That's my love. That's my love. Let my love open the door. 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 When tragedy befalls you, don't let it drag you down. Love can't cure your problem. You're so lucky I'm around. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart.
It's Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Northeast PA's the river. Spending my vacation in the summer sun, getting lots of action, having lots of fun, soaring like a bandit till the bubble burst. Suddenly it got to be September 1st. Whoa, indeed. All summer long I was happy and free, saved my soul. The Board of Education took away my parole. I gotta go back, back, back to school again. You won't find me till the clock strikes 3. I'm gonna be there till then. I gotta go back, back, back to school again. Whoa, whoa, I gotta go back to school again. Geometry and history is just a pain. Biology and chemistry destroys my brain. Well, don't they know that I deserve a better fate? I'm really much too young to matriculate. Well, mama, please, your child's come down with a favorite disease. Mama said, come on, you lazy bum, and get your butt out of bed. You gotta go back, back, back to school again.
watching that on Tuesday
I
night, by the
know.
way.
You know,
I do it
we're not
every
going to have that
school
much time when we get down there that
Dad,
night.
I think you're underestimating my rituals every year
I
and
know.
how they need to stay the same every
Well,
year.
you realize by the time we get down there, it's going to be like 8 o'clock, and then
And your point?
Mother's going to be grumpy.
Mother has no say. I hope you're listening, Mommy, because
she doesn't listen
we're
to me anymore.
We're watching it.
All right, before we send Sammy out the door, we got a couple trivia here.
Kicking me out the door.
You want to stay till midnight? You're welcome to.
All right.
On the pilot episode of The Wonder Years, this character's brother dies in the Vietnam War.
Winnie Cooper.
On The Facts of Life, this character throws a temper tantrum when she is told she cannot attend a Jermaine Jackson concert.
Blair?
Judy.
On
On Roseanne, this
always lucky to pick Blair.
On Roseanne, this character announces that she is enrolling in the police academy.
The sister, Jackie.
Right. Double Dare debuts on Nickelodeon featuring this host.
Liza Koshy. Just kidding. She's the host now.
Premiers.
I just want to see the face you'd give
Dear
me.
God. Johnny B. Good.
They just renewed Double Dare.
Johnny B. Good premieres starring this actor as high school quarterback Johnny Walker.
I don't know what the question was.
The movie...
Am I looking for a movie?
Slower.
Am I looking for a movie?
The movie Johnny B. Good.
The movie is called Johnny B. Good.
As this actor is playing a high school quarterback named Johnny
I don't know.
Anthony Michael Hall.
I had no idea.
Oh, you
I don't think I've ever
you
seen
don't know
that
your
movie.
movies too
I
well.
don't think I've ever seen that movie.
On Cheers, Frasier proposes to this character while they're in Italy.
The blonde. What's her name?
Yeah,
the blonde. Wait, I know her name. Diane.
And one final one. Here we go. I'll give you two, actually. On The Cosby Show, this character catches the body of a dead mobster while fishing.
Is it Cleo? What's his name?
First of all, his name's Theo, not Cleo.
Theo.
All right, last one.
Was it Theo?
Yeah. Last one. In the newly released movie, Coming to America, Eddie Murphy portrays Randy Watson, a character that is the lead singer of this band in the movie.
The chocolate one?
Yeah, almost.
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate.
I didn't want to say it. He did that purposely.
Oh, well, you're going away to college, so I figured I would have you say it.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Sammy's actually going to Slippery Rock. She'll be a junior, and she's majoring in, what are you majoring in?
Digital media communications.
So she was working at WBRE. Tomorrow's her last day there.
I'll probably cry at 10 o'clock tomorrow.
She'll probably cry, but you're going to see me again at midnight, so.
Why again at midnight?
I'll be home at midnight after the show.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, but you made it sound like I wasn't going to see you until tomorrow.
No, why would
I'm like, where are you going?
Oh, my God, Samantha.
Well, you made it. I've got a lot going on in my brain
It is sad to see her go, but your mother and I are very proud of you.
Thank you.
And now
you're stuck with Tony.
You're leaving us, and you left me with Tony and your mother.
Good luck. You can call me anytime you want.
I am going to be completely and utterly outnumbered at home.
I told you should get an apartment and live down in Slippery Rock with me.
I'm going to put my phone. I'm going to FaceTime you when there's an argument.
You should, because I'll side with you.
All right, we're going to get ready for the 11 o'clock hour. Tiffany in there. We're going to do another one from Aretha Franklin, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and the Fresh Prince, and more. This is Decades on the River 105 and 103.5 around the world, the rivernepa.com. Decades with joeykramer.com and the Radio Bold app. One more time, and you won't hear this for 12 weeks.
Bye until the
holidays.
I
didn't say anything. Say goodbye, Sam.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
It's 11 o'clock.
Hey there, this is John Oates. Hi, this is Jay King from Club Nouveau.
Lean on me, we are not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on.
Hey, this is Jeff Pilson from Foreigner.
You are listening to Decades with Joey Kramer.
And you're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer. And you're listening to my good pal Joe E. Kramer on Decades.
This is where the past comes alive. Decades with Joe E. Kramer starts now.
As we roll 5 full hours of retro radio, Joe E. Kramer. Oh, the night just flies by. Into the 11 o'clock hour. And Tiffany, I think we're alone now. This is Decades.
Hey, this is Tiffany, and you're listening to Decades with Joey Kramer.
That's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can. Holding on to one another's hand. Trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Look at the way we gotta hide what we're doing. 'Cause what would they say if they ever knew? And so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. Running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then you say, I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone around.
On air, online, and on your mobile device. Decades is everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Everybody, everybody.
Joey Kramer. Turn it up. This is Decades, where the past comes alive.
And we lost the Queen of Soul this week, no doubt about it. 76 years old, but she left decades of music right into the 1980s. Who's Zooming Who? Aretha.
You walk in on the slide, scoping for love. In the crowd, I caught your eye. You can't hide your stuff. You came to guess. You thought I'd be naive and tame. You meant so much, but I need you down, yeah. Oh, take another look and tell me, babe. Yes, you believe the world played by your rules. Here stands an experienced girl. I ain't nobody's fool. Come on, bump you. Don't speculate. You thought you had me curling now, boy. I got your back, but you're bound to be my lover. Oh, take another look and tell me, baby. Fish jumped off the hook, didn't I, babe? Yeah, take another look, tell me, baby. Who's fooling who? Well, the fish jumped off the hook, didn't I, babe? You think you're smooth and you can pick and choose when the time is right. Just look behind, you'll be surprised to find I'm gonna make you mine tonight. Oh, yeah.
Decades with Joe E. Kramer and another lost track from the 80s.
Last night I was dreaming, I was locked in a prison cell. When I woke up, I was screaming, calling out your name.
They made some of the catchiest music in the 1980s, no doubt about it. Back together, by the way, on tour. Still trying to get him in here for an interview, and no success. But who I do have success with, Mark White from the Spin Doctors will be joining us. Who else we got? We got Billy Child from Britney Fox. He will be joining us. We got the Doobie Brothers. They're going to be on. John Parr. Angel from the Cover Girls. And Tom Bailey from the Thompson Twins. All be stopping in for the Decades Artist Spotlight, so you don't want to miss that. That's all coming up over the next several weeks and more, so don't miss it. This is Decades every single Saturday night. We are live inside Mohegan Sun Pocono and on the radio at the River 105 and 103.5 around the world at theriver80pa.com. Decades with joeykramer.com and the Radio Bold app. Wrap things up for another Saturday night next. Hang on.
The radio's all yours now.
Let's have some more music. Turn it up louder.
Now, here's a very popular number.
This is a guaranteed gold record.
Oh, Maestro, don't forget your cue now.
Now, back to the music. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
You know, parents are the same no matter time, no place. They don't understand that us kids are going to make some mistakes. So to you other kids all across the land, there's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand. I remember one year my mom took me school shopping. It was me, my brother, my mom, my pop, and my little sister all hopped in the car. We headed downtown to the Gallery Mall. My mom started bugging with the clothes she chose. I didn't say nothing at first, I just turned to my nose. She said, "What's wrong? This shirt cost $20. I said, "Mom, the shirt is plaid with a butterfly collar." The next half hour was the same old thing. My mother buying me clothes from 1963, and then she lost her mind and did the ultimate. I asked her for Adidas and she bought me Zips. I said, "Mom, what are you doing? You ruined my rap." She said, "You're only 16. You don't have a rep yet." I said, "Mom, let's put these clothes back, please." She said, "No. You go to school to learn, not for a fashion show." I said, "This isn't shining on. Come on, Mom. I'm not Bowser, Mom. Please put back the bell-bottom Brady Bunch trousers. But if you don't want to, I can live with that. But you gotta put back the double-knit reversible slacks." She wasn't with it. Everything stayed the same. Inevitably, the first day of school came. I thought I could get over. I tried to play sick, but my mom said, no way, forget it. There was nothing I could do. I tried to relax. I got dressed up in those ancient artifacts. And when I walked into school, it was just as I thought. The kids were cracking up, laughing at the clothes Mom bought. And those who weren't laughing still had a ball, because they were pointing and whispering as I walked down the hall. I got home and told my mom how my day went. She said, "If they were laughing, you don't need them, because they're not good friends." For the next 6 hours, I tried to explain to my mom that I was going to have to go through this about 200 more times. So to you other kids all across the land, there's no need to argue. Parents just don't understand. Okay, here's the situation. My parents went away on a week's vacation and they left the keys to the brand new Porsche. They mine? Well, of course not. I'll just take it for a little spin and maybe show it off to a couple of friends. I'll just cruise it around the neighborhood. Well, maybe I should. Yeah, of course I should. Pay attention, here's the thick of the plot. I pulled up to the corner at the end of my block, and that's when I saw this beautiful girly girl walking. I picked up my car phone to perpetrate like I was talking. You should have seen this girl's bodily dimensions. I honked my horn just to get her attention. She said, "Was that for me?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Why?" I said, "Come on and take a ride with a hell of a guy." She said, "How do I know you're not sick? You could be some deranged lunatic." I said, "Come on, Toots. My name is the Prince. Besides, would a lunatic have a Porsche like this?" She agreed and we were on our way. She was looking very good, so was I, must say. Word. We hit McDonald's, pulled into the drive. We ordered 2 Big Macs and 2 large fries and Cokes. She kicked the shoes off onto the floor. She said, "Drive fast, speed turns me on." She put her hand on my knee. I put my foot on the gas. We almost got whiplash. I took off so fast. The sunroof was open. The music was high, and this girl's hand was steadily moving up my thigh. She had opened up 3 buttons on her shirt so far. I guess that's why I didn't notice that police car. We're doing 90 in my mom's new Porsche, and to make this long story short, when the cop pulled me me over, I was scared as hell. I said, I don't have a license, but I drive very well, officer. I almost had a heart attack that day. Come to find out the girl was a 12-year-old runaway. I was arrested, the car was impounded. There was no way for me to avoid being grounded. My parents had to come off a vacation to get me. I'd rather be in jail than to have my father hit me. My parents walked in and I got my grip. I said, Mom, Dad, how was your trip? They didn't speak. I said, I want to plead my case. But my father just shoved me in the car by my face. That was a hard ride home. I don't know how I survived it. They took turns. One would beat me while the other one was driving. I can't believe it. I just made a mistake. Well, parents are the same no matter time nor place. So to you other kids all across the land, take it from me. Parents just don't understand.
It's Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
Northeast PA's The River.
As we slowly wind things down for another Saturday night, Joey Kramer's Decades Around the World at The River, NEPA.com, Decades with JoeyKramer.com. Like us on Facebook. Everything changed in 92 when Green Day hit the scene. One of the first ones I heard by them, Longview. This is Decades.
I'll sit around and watch the tube, but nothing's on. I change the channels for an hour or two. Twiddle my thumbs just for a bit. I'm sick of all the same old. In the house with unlocked doors and I'm lazy. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. I'm so damn bored, I'm gonna wear blinds and I smell like peel me off this Velcro seat and get me moving. I sure as hell can't do it by myself. I'm feeling like a dog in heat, barred indoors from the summer street. I locked the door to my own cell and I lost a key. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. I'm so damn bored, I'm gonna wear blinds and I smell like I got no motivation. Where is my motivation? No time for the motivation. Where is my inspiration? I sit around and watch the phone, but no one's calling. Call me pathetic, call me what you will. My mother says to get a job, but she don't like the one she's got. It's lost its fun, you're bite my lip and close my eyes. Take me away to paradise. I'm so damn bored, I'm gonna wear blinds and loneliness has to suffice. Bite my lip and close my eyes. Oh, slipping away to paradise. Some say quit or I'll go blind, but it's just not me.
It's Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
How can I explain when there are few words I can choose? How can I explain words get broken. Do you remember there was a time when people on the street were walking hand in hand in hand? They used to talk about the weather, making plans together. Days will last forever. Come to me, cover me, hold me. Together we'll break these chains of love. Don't give up, don't give up. Together with me and my baby, break the chains of love. Do you remember once upon a time when there were open doors, an invitation to the world? We were falling in love with lovers, looking out for others, our sisters and our brothers. Come to me, cover me, hold me. Together we'll break these chains of love. Don't give up, don't give up now. Together with me and my baby, break the chains of love. Together we'll break these chains of love. How can I explain when there are few words I can choose? And how can I explain when words get broken? We used to talk about the weather, making plans together. Days will last forever. Come to cover me, hold me. Together we'll break these chains of love. Don't give up, don't give up now. Together with me and my baby, break the chains of love. Together we'll break these chains of love. Don't give up, don't give up. Together with me and my baby, break the chains of love. Together we'll break these chains of love.
Where it's still cool to roll those jeans. This is Decades with Joe E. Kramer.
I see forever when I look in your eyes. You're all I've ever wanted. I always want you to be mine. Let's make a promise to the end of time. We'll always be
Decades with Joe E. Kramer. Turn it up.
I'm not feeling alright today. I'm not feeling that great. I'm not catching on fire today. Love has started to fade. I'm not going to smile today. I'm not gonna laugh. You're out living it up today. I've got dues to pay. And the grave digger puts on the forceps. The stone mason does all the work. The barber can give you a haircut. The carpenter can take you out to lunch. Now, but I just want to play on my panpipes. I just want to drink me some wine. As soon as you're born, you start dying. So you might as well have a good time. Oh no, sheep go to heaven. Goats go to hell. Sheep go to heaven. Goats go to hell. Oh no. Oh yeah. Alright. I don't wanna go to Sunset Strip. I don't wanna feel the emptiness. Gold marquees with stupid band names. I don't wanna go to Sunset Strip. I don't wanna go to Sunset Strip. I don't wanna feel the emptiness. Gold marquees with stupid band names. I don't wanna go to Sunset Strip. On the forceps, the stone mason does all the work. The barber can give you a haircut. The carpenter can take you out to lunch. Now, but I just want to play on my panpipes. I just want to drink me some wine. As soon as you're born, you start dying. So you might as well have a good time. Oh no, sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell. Sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell. Alright. Oh no. Oh no. Go to hell. Go to hell. Go to hell. Go to hell. Oh no. Go to hell. Go to hell. Go to hell. Go to hell. Oh no. Sheep go to heaven. Goats go to hell.
Oh, there you got it. The band is called Cake. The album prolonging the magic from Sacramento, California. Another band that saved us from the grunge music back in the 1990s when they came about. Had that ska sound. They say alternative rock ska. That song was great because the background is from, I think, the Rockford Files, if I'm not mistaken. But the video is even better. It was an animated featured members of Cake dressed as Kiss cover band. They were playing at a sports bar. A disgruntled employee of a greeting card company enters sports bar with a machete and massacres the crowd. You'd never be able to make this video today. Sending the band to heaven. Later, the employee is convicted, executed, and sent to hell. So, sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell. There you go. And that's going to do it for another edition of Decades on this Saturday night. Got to thank Singing with the Sam, as usual. We had a great time. If you missed our performance of Heaven tonight, it'll be available at the website, decadeswithjoeykramer.com. Don't worry, she'll be back in about 12 weeks. I guarantee it. Next Saturday night, we'll do it all over again. Hairspray at 8, the 8-track classic Flashback, and more. Right here and only here. This is Decades on the River 105 and 103.5. Around the world at therivernepa.com. Also, decadeswithjoeykramer.com and the Radio Bold app for your iPhone or Android device. Also, check us out on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I will talk to you next Saturday night. This is Decades on the River 105 and 103.5.